Hello, welcome back to Stories with E. My name is Elizabeth and I read different stories to children. Today's story is called The Magic Key Underwater. Chip was telling Kipper a story about a banana, a pineapple and an orange. But Biff kept interrupting. One morning they were having breakfast, Chip began. With an alien in a spaceship? Biff said. Chip ignored her. They were having breakfast when they met an acrobat, suggested Biff, and she turned a cartwheel. Chip gave her a cross look and tried again. The fruit were having breakfast when they were chased by a shark, laughed Biff. Kipper glared. Why are you putting the wrong things in my story? He said. I wish you wouldn't, thought Floppy. I'm scared of sharks. Just then the key of Floppy's collar started to glow. Ooh, can you see it? Suddenly, Chip, Biff, Kipper and Floppy were sucked into a vortex of amazing colours and lights. They were whizzing around and around, faster and faster. Splash! They were all underwater. This must be a magic place, said Chip. Yes, agreed Biff. I can't usually breathe underwater. Then Kipper noticed a pineapple, a banana and an orange. The orange was bobbing about happily, but the banana and pineapple looked very uncomfortable. Can you see them? The orange, the pineapple and the banana. They were chased by a shark. The banana said, mimicking Biff's voice. Really? Biff stared in horror as a strange blue shape loomed up behind them. Yes, she said, with a shaking voice. Really? Sure enough, a huge shark with sharp teeth was swimming towards them, getting closer and closer. We've got to get out of here, Biff cried. Biff and Kipper swam as fast as they could away from the shark. But when they stopped and looked around, Chip, Floppy and the fruit were nowhere to be seen. I don't like sharks, Kipper said in a small voice. I should never have put one in Chip's story, sighed Biff. Wrong place you put me in too, said a squeaky little voice. Kipper stared in amazement at the small creature. It's the alien! The alien looked at Biff. Earth child. Send Noob now home, he begged. Biff licked her lips nervously. Me? She asked. Noob shrugged. Alien, your idea, he said. Please, to planet Op. But how? Biff asked. If only she kept quiet when Chip was telling his story. Look, he wants to go home. Chip, Floppy and the fruit had hidden from the shark in an underwater cave. Ooh. Floppy sniffed around. Was that buried treasure he could smell? He swam further into the cave and started digging excitedly. But he hadn't been gone long when there was a loud cry. He came swimming very quickly back again, followed by an angry-looking man. You look as if you belong in a circus, Chip said to him, noticing the man's striped suit. It was true. The man looked like the acrobat that Biff had put into the story. "Why am I stuck here?" he asked crossly. "When I was making up a story for Kipper, Biff put you all in the wrong setting," Jip explained. "Where is Beef?" the man demanded. "She must send us all home now." Look, here's the man. Meanwhile, Biff, Kipper, had started to chat to a Noob. "Please tell me what it's like on Planet Op," Kipper asked. "Pinky and orange," and Noob told him with a faraway look. "I see a Noob sitting in Oop-Lag-Loopa, singing." Don't know what that says. "Sky green, shine moon every day, a Noob home want to be." I think he misses his home. Suddenly, right before their eyes, there was a flash of light and a Noob vanished. "Goodbye," came a Noob's voice. It sounded a long way away. "Come on, Kipper," called Biff. She wanted to find the others. She took Kipper by the hand and they swam away. Chip, Floppy and the acrobat were trying to find Biff and Kipper. As they looked, the acrobat had an idea. "I am Fernando Finelli of the Flying Trapeze," he announced. "I will fly back to the circus," as he seized a long piece of seaweed that was dangling down. "Up, up and away!" he shouted. Fernando flung himself up as high as he could go, straight into Biff and Kipper. Fernando glared. "And you, I suppose, are Beef," he said, pointing at her. "You brought me here. You must send me back." "I would if I could," said Biff helplessly. Fernando sat down. He looked sad. His moustache drooped. "What's it like being in the circus?" Kipper asked, to cheer him up. Fernando smiled. "Ah, the big top is full of colour and music," he said. "High above the clouds is my flying trapeze. I can see myself now, swinging backwards and forwards, higher and higher." Just then, there was another flash of light. "Goodbye," they heard Fernando calling. He'd vanished. "Anoop went away like that too," said Kipper. Biff nodded. "You're right, Kipper," she said slowly. And Anoop and Fernando were imagining their home. She smiled, understanding. That's what got them back there. The orange looked excited. "Come on then, help us do the same," she cried. "Okay," Biff said. "Tell me, what's it like on your tropical island?" "Hot," the pineapple said. "Very hot," the banana agreed. "Yes, but what does it look like?" Biff said encouragingly. "You've got to see it in your imagination." "Oh. Well, there's a very nice beach," the banana said. "And palm trees," the pineapple added. "A big parasol," the orange said. "Ooh, yes, I can see us now, sunbathing in our sun hats," the banana smiled. Can you see them? They're imagining their tropical island sunbathing. Then came the flash of light. "Goodbye," called the fruits as they vanished. "They did it," Chip cheered. "Now everyone's back in their proper setting," said Biff happily. Floppy was still desperately trying to reach his buried treasure. "I've got it," he thought. "It's definitely bone-shaped, but instead of a bone, an old bottle floated up out of the hole." Floppy was dismayed. I can't eat that, he thought. Look, he was digging. And this is the bottle. Biff grabbed the bottle and was about to look at it when she saw something far more important. "Oh no!" she yelled. The shark had come back. Chip pointed at Floppy's collar, feeling very relieved. "The key's glowing," he said. "We're going," thought Floppy. Back at home, Chip started his story one last time. The banana, the orange and the pineapple were all having breakfast when there was a knock at the door, he said. "It was their friend," said Biff. "Bunch of grapes." She began to laugh. Wilf and Wilma came to listen. "Where did that teeny old bottle come from, Biff?" asked Wilma, seeing it on the grass. "Oh, there it is. That's the tiny bottle." "Actually, it was found at the bottom of the sea," Biff told her. "After a lot of digging," thought Floppy. "Seas and bottles don't belong in our fruit story," Kipper warned. Biff winked. "Don't worry, Kipper. I'll never mix things up like that again," she told him. "Promise." The end. That was a lovely story. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time for another story. Bye.